Sairam students, and welcome to this session. Today we will be doing a revision of the writing skills topic, that is diary entry. This is an important topic with respect to your examination. So we'll do a quick revision of what we have already learned about this particular topic. We'll do just a quick revision about the same. First of all, diaries are extremely popular. All sorts of people, ranging from young children to presidents of nations, have kept them. So this is very common with all sorts of people, all age groups, ranging from the young children, the adults, the adolescents, to even the presidents, the persons who are in great high posts, also maintain a particular diary in which they maintain all the things related to their life. Diary writing is a short composition that records the writer's thoughts, reactions, and feelings about the activities which he or she has taken part during a particular day. So generally when a diary is written, it is at the end of the day, a particular day. Everything that has taken place on that particular day is entered in this diary. So it records the writer's thoughts, his reactions, the feelings, the emotions, the activities that he has been a part of, all the things that is positive, negative, everything which is entered in this diary. So in a particular day, whatever has happened is entered in this diary. It helps give an outlet to emotions which the writer is not able to confide into friends and family. So many a times, lot of emotions, lot of things which the writer is unable to share with friends or even the family, they put all this out in the diary. So everything is mentioned in the diary, wherein all the aspects, the negative, positive aspects, the emotions experienced are put into this diary. So students, we'll just quickly see the features. What are the important features when it comes to writing out a diary or making a diary entry? So it is written in informal and creative language, but still follows a specific format. So when it comes to from the point of view of examination, it needs to be written in an informal manner, and there is a specific format you need to follow when you're making a diary entry. Also, the language used must be a little creative. It should involve informal thoughts. It should not be very formal. It is always written in the first person and in the past tense, as it is a record. So you write this in the first person, means it's about your own, the writer's emotions, feelings and expressions. So it is in the first person. And it is written in the past tense only because it's a record that has already taken place throughout that particular day. So it is written in the past tense only and in the first person only. So keep a note of this. This may be followed by a greeting similar to Dear Diary. So when you begin writing, you need to give this greeting like Dear Diary, and then start making an entry, a diary entry. It usually starts with the day of the week, date and time, usually at the end of the day at the top left corner. So students, remember this when you're writing out for your exams, when you're making a diary entry on any particular topic. You need to note that you have to mention the day of the week, the date and the time. Generally you write the diary at the end of the day. So it is during the night. The time would generally be at the night time. And this has to be always written on the top left corner of your page. So make a note of this. The important events of the day are usually recounted in chronological order using vivid descriptions where necessary. So after writing out this and then making a greeting like Dear Diary, you put in all the events that have taken place throughout the day. So you're making an entry. Again, it has to be in the first person and in the past tense only. So here you generally record the events or write out the events in a chronological order, like how it has happened right from the morning when you woke up till the end before you just make an entry. So all the possible descriptions, it has to be described vividly. A very creative description needs to be given about all these events that have taken place throughout the day. Only then would your diary entry be more creative and readable. The entry may include the writer's state of mind, the comments on the events, and or a final comment about expectation of the future. So what are the things you can include in your diary? It may be the writer's actual state of mind, like how he feels, how he has been feeling throughout the day, or if he has had any kind of event that has taken place which has made him very sad, or some event that was really exciting. So he needs to comment on all the possible events that have taken place throughout. That is why you have to give a vivid expression and vivid description about each and every event that has taken place throughout the day. Or a final comment about expectation of the future, like what he is expecting, or he or she, that is the writer, is expecting would happen in future related to that particular event. Maybe he has won a race and he expects that he would continue doing the same, winning races or winning championships even in future. So this kind of a comment can be always mentioned in the diary. It ends with the writer writing his or her first name. And at the end, we have to write the name of the writer, whoever is mentioned. If you get a question wherein the name of the person writing the diary is mentioned, you need to write that out. If the name isn't mentioned, you can just put an XYZ also. Okay, so but the format is that you need to mention the name of the writer at the end of the diary entry. I hope you have understood this, students. Now you can see this. Here is the format, how your diary entry has to be. As discussed, you need to mention the date, the day, and the time. Time would generally be at the end of the day, that is at the night. The day in the actual the date in the actual format that you all know very well. Then you have to give the greetings where you put in as Dear Diary, and then start with the body of the diary entry. This could be in 2 to 3 paragraphs also. You have to put in the content. The body of the diary must contain all the events that have taken place throughout the day in a chronological order only. Okay, so make a note of this. And at the end, you will put in the signature or the name of the writer. Everything comes in the left side corner of your page. Okay, so make a note of this. This is the format. If your format is not correct, you are bound to lose marks. So don't try to follow this format for sure, so that you score full marks. Okay, so now we will just quickly understand what are the points we need to remember when you're writing a diary. A diary doesn't need any formal heading. So you need not give any heading or title to the diary entry that you are making. Okay, it has to be just given in the format that is presented to you. The language must be very simple. You have to use simple language which is easily understood by the person who is reading. You need not use complicated terminologies which will not be understood by the reader. It must be written in the first person. Like it's mentioned, you are writing the diary, so it has to be in the first person only. Like I, my, these are the words you would use in your diary. It must be written in the past tense because the events have already taken place in your life in that particular day. So it is just a record that you're maintaining. So the events have already passed out. So you will put them in the past tense. It's already over. The actions are already over. So it would be in the past tense. So this needs to be written in a very simple language in the first person and in the past tense. It should contain the day, date and the time. Like mentioned on the left hand side corner, you have to mention the day when you're writing it, the date and the time. If these are given in your question, you have to write the same. If not, you will write when you're actually giving the diary entry. However, the time would generally be according to your choice, that is towards the end of the day. It should be followed by a greeting, dear diary. So this greeting is very important. Each of these points in your format carry marks. So you understand the format thoroughly and use them when you're doing the entry. Use short sentences. You need not use lengthy and long and complicated sentences. Use very short sentences which will be easy for you to make a diary entry, and also the reader would understand what you're trying to explain in a better way. So use short sentences. Write the events in chronological order. So it's always preferable to write out the events that have taken place throughout the day in a proper order. Don't mix up or mess up with the order that has taken place. Like something has happened in the evening, you put that first, and what actually happened in the beginning of the day, put it at the end. This would complicate your diary entry and the reader would not be able to understand what you are actually trying to say or convey. So the events needs to be put in chronological order only. It can be written in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay, you can write it in 2 or 3 paragraphs. You can explain the entire events, the things that have happened on that particular day in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay, but do not exceed this. Stress on the emotions and feelings experienced. So we need to give more weightage to what kind of feelings, like what emotions you have experienced throughout the day when you're writing a diary. Like for example, if you're discussing something like a visit that you have had on that particular day, so you need to mention about how you felt, what were the emotions that you experienced, like you were thoroughly happy, you enjoyed your trip, you enjoyed the moment spent with people around you, the things that you witnessed there. All these, the feelings have to be stressed. It's not like you went for this ride and you were done. You went for this particular movie and you're done. But how did you feel about that? Being close to people, being with your family, how were the things that you have experienced? The feelings experience needs to be stressed on. Only then will your diary be much readable and interesting to read by the reader. It should end with the writer writing his or her first name. So as we saw the format earlier, at the end you have to mention the name of the writer, first name of the writer, or at the end, again at the left hand side corner of the page. So these are the things you need to remember when you're making a diary entry, students. You could get questions related to this. I'm sure you all have tried to attempt the questions given to you, the exercise given to you in the video that was given earlier. We would discuss those in our live sessions which we'll have later. So read through this, understand the points that we need to remember, and we'll meet again. Thank you.